RBE though, Moneybags though. What's up with that? Good to see Moneybags back outside.
Moneybags, my nigga.
Word.
Welcome back.
Word.
Welcome back, my nigga. Money, you gotta think about it, man. One thing about this card 3, there's a lot of intentional bookings in there, obviously, that is legacy and history, RBE history based.
Okay.
Like all the bricks, all the original, a bunch of these original shooters and people that we had so much history with. You see it all over the place on this card. A Heavy Half, a Mr. Mills, a QB, Show Off, a Raw, a Murder. Somebody like Bones Brigante on our first card ever. You know what I'm saying? Same thing as Moneybags, our first card ever. He did a 1-rounder versus Big Cannon on our first card. Yeah, New Year Order. You know what I'm saying? And we doubled back. I got Moneybags for Validation Part 1, our small room series. And he had that wild ass performance versus Sire. Right? And then we brought him back again for the starting 5 card. Team Hami versus Writer's Block.
Okay.
Damn, we did so much wicked shit. When we brought him back for that.
Right.
And he battled B Magic on that one. And then he went into a run on King of the Dot and URL, and I feel like he had a showing on URL that wasn't good, and all of a sudden he was like cast away by the culture a little bit. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But Moneybags do what he do. I think Moneybags has always had his first priority as music. Oh my bad, I also came back from Moneybags and he did a social distance with us too during Corona.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So well, I should say during quarantine. I shouldn't say during Corona, during quarantine. But I think music has always been his #1 love, but battle rap is still in him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We touched base a couple times, you know, over like recent years and shit. But when I reached out to him for this, that's just what I was on. I was on that history shit for this card. You know what I mean? So to go back and get somebody like him that was on our very first card and had all those dope showings on our stage. Welcome back, Moneybags. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's going to get a call in a second too, if not already.
You said something interesting, right? You said the word cast away from the culture, right? I just want to stay there for 1 second, if you don't mind. Do you feel that your platform has done that for a lot of battle rappers where they were cast away from the culture? They came on RB, bubbled up, got their name up, and do you feel that way? Like
The thing is, I think battlers got to be real careful about the type of situations that they get into, and without speaking on somebody else's business that I don't know fully. Of course, I get people talk to me, tell me things, send me things, whatever. But knowing my side of things, the way that RBE has always operated is like, do your good, do your bad. We don't just treat you like it's business. We don't just work with you like, yo, you take a loss, you know, have a good day. You know, like it don't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's people that have come into the RBE fold and they've been treated like family. I mean, they've been paid even if they didn't deserve to be paid. You got battlers that you know, never traveled for a battle before. They get a flight in a hotel from. That's one of the reasons that Mac Myron fuck with me the way he fuck with me. You know, he's like, yo, the first person that flew me out and treated me like that and respected me and paid me for a battle and all that, say ARP. Right. When other people that was fuck with me, was like, yo, listen, you come, you know, for free or you could. I have battlers that literally get on the phone with me. You know what I'm saying? And like, no bullshit, I'm not making this up. Tell me stories like, yeah, because this, I had to sleep on the floor. And they didn't pay that right there. I did out of my own pocket, whatever. Like, they call me with these fucking horror stories, and I still turn around and see them right in these same situations. So it's really up to the individual, number one, wanting a certain thing for themselves, and also making sure that they sign the right type of deals and do the right type of business for them that will be continually progressive, even if they don't have a classic performance every time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways to move through the culture and remain successful if you have the right alliances as a battle rapper. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think when Moneybags got to a certain battle, I forget what it was. It might have been a Prez Mafia battle. Was that it? It might have been a Prez battle, if that was it. But I think he had a bad showing, or not a good showing. Mm-hmm. And then obviously he wasn't booked again after that. right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're not on some of the other big platforms as well, then the culture damn near forgets about you.
Wow.
But
Okay.
not me. But not me. I'm the guy to be like, nah, not only did you do this dope shit for me, not only do I know your talent, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Moneybags, let's do a social distance. And fast forward, he's out the culture. Like he's when's the last time you seen a Moneybags battle? He's out. That's to me kind of out the culture. It's not even like QB where QB is retired. Everybody knows she's retired, but she's still on social media. You see her. We don't even see Moneybags.
Right.
We don't see him tweeting about, yo, I just watched Big K versus Jade tonight. We don't even see him. No blogs, no nothing. I'm the guy that enjoys situations like that. Like, yo, my nigga, what you want to do? Yo, AR, let's get it. And then we back like this. You know what I mean? So,
I want
same shit.
to commend you. I know you probably don't want to hear this, but I got to say this to you, right? I felt, and I'm going to say his name, don't get mad at me. I felt when JC came to RBE, you did a lot of wonders in reviving his career. I felt as a battle rap fan. I don't know how you feel about that, but I feel that way. That you,
JC is somebody that's they're gonna ask me about JC for 10 years straight. Like they're gonna JC is gonna when this type of topic comes up, people's always gonna throw JC at me. And I say a million fucking times, me and JC or RBE and JC did some incredible work together. So the way I've been feeling for years towards JC is salute and shout out to JC. He's one of the best writers and battle rappers ever. Like if there's a Hall of Fame that starts today, immediately put JC in it. One of my favorite RBE battles, JC is in him versus Craig Lamar. That's one of my favorite RBE battles. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's also it doesn't have to be like my opinion. It doesn't have to be your opinion. It's public record. There was people in certain positions that was publicly stating certain battlers, including JC, don't have what it takes or don't have star power or ain't built for this or ain't built for that. And one thing that RBE did, like we got a video on our channel, I think it's titled like the top 5 or the top 10 things that RBE changed in battle rap. And one of them is really the pushing of using a small room purposefully for matchups. Purposefully. Right. I don't mean where you have a platform that says we have our big card and our big battlers and we're going to put them in the big show. And then on the day 2 event, the small guys that don't have the names, we're just going to rent a small spot and they're going to battle in it. No, I mean RBE purposefully scanning talent and styles and saying JC and Mr. Mills and Big Cannon is going to do dope in Club Drama. You see what I'm saying? And same reason why even fast forward after all the years of our experience, when we get to 2018, like 5 years later,
right?
And they kill us for saying, well, how dare you keep Murder Mook in Club Drama that only has a 300 people capacity? And we said, we're going to balance the business out and just charge $125 for general admission. We're going to balance the business out. But as far as the turnout of the battle, watch this, because the actual arena and the atmosphere of that small room is going to make the turnout epic. And that's why the title of that battle on YouTube is Epic Rap Battle. You know what I'm saying? It's arguably that and his Tay-Rock performance are his best performances since he came back to battle rap. Clearly.
I would agree.
Clearly.
I would agree.
Clearly. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's the same thing people would say about Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like people's gonna say, all right, in a big stage or a small room. It might change the outcome of what we get. People judge battles like this now. I was a part of when that started. You know what I'm saying? So I do remember and have the files and the records and the memory of when people were dissing JC. And then we went on this run with JC where we were just being able to highlight his talent and what he brought to the game and giving these dope matchups. And JC is in a position where he continues to be consistent, which nobody can take from him. RBE can't take that from him. Nothing I've done for or with JC can be taken from him because he writes the raps and he's remained consistent. So I still say shout out to JC every fucking time I get asked that question. Right. I think JC and I both know what we have done for each other, but that doesn't mean shorthand each other. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to shorthand JC. That's what.
Are you surprised Jade Mills spin the block back so quick, LP?
Nah, because after the K-Shine battle, Jade Mills was telling people that he wants to be one of the most active people in this shit.
Mm.
And then we doubled back and we found a good matchup because everybody knows the Shine battle didn't go as expected for Mills, right? And we found a matchup that could work to, coming off of that, people might still be interested in because we've had that closure card around it. So we had a matchup that had history where when we promoted it, it'd be like, yo, nah, there's still a reason to watch Jade Mills versus Ness because of this unfinished business when they battled on making the band and it wasn't judged the right way with Diddy and all that type of shit. So now we bring closure to it. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, we doubled back and we did the social distance with him with Big K. You know what I'm saying? So I think still the fans hadn't fully, at that point, jumped at Jade Mills. But Jade Mills is definitely an artist. And I think we kind of found possibly a good formula to get some of his best delivery and material out, which is a small room. Like even smaller room than Drum, actually, I should say.
Right.
So I think him versus Big K is his best showing so far. You know what I'm saying? And Jade Mills has told me the same way I'm pretty sure he would tell anybody, like, no, I want to be outside. What's up? I want this person. I want that person. I want this person. He wants Reed. There's already matchups that he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? But Jade Mills is in the same position that I'm in, the same position that all these battlers is in. You know what I'm saying? We can only do but so much for each other without carrying a certain type of weight. If I'm not delivering, the fans will not fuck with RBE. If Reed Dollars ain't performing and delivering, they're not going to fuck with him. If Jade Mills ain't performing or delivering, they're not going to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? And then it becomes a situation where it's like, motherfucker, I know y'all don't want to battle for free. When I book y'all, or when y'all call me, or when I call y'all, I know y'all want to get paid. If the fans don't fuck with you, it's not easy to get people the bags that they want. So everybody's got to do their part. You know what I'm saying? I think Jade Mills is finding his niche, and now he's got another matchup that is like dangerous. Like, you know what I'm saying? So him and Murder is like it's a dangerous matchup for it's dangerous for Murder because if he gets in there and gets 30 or clearly beat by Jade Mills, because people still look at Jade Mills as an underdog, all the way going back to even still the Shine shit. So that's what makes it dangerous for Murder. But Murder is just so veteraned up. He's like he's probably got him and Drake Dennis and some of these other battles got like some of the most battles ever. Like Jay Murder is a super active person, whether he's doing tournaments, whether he's on King of the Dot or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Jay Mills is about to stand in front of that. And Jay Murder is coming off of arguably Battle of the Night when he just battled Chef Trez on Straight to It Part 1.
Yeah, I'm the chef.
So it's a task, but we known for that. Like get in the water and swim with the sharks. Fuck all that shallow shit. It is what it is.
Why does Bones Brigante and K Walker sound right to me?
Because Bones people, it's like people forgot how much they respect Bones Brigante until they saw this announcement. I'm seeing that all over the place. Even me and Bones was on the phone yesterday. Even Bones is semi-surprised. Me and Bones was on the phone yesterday. He's like, yo, I can't front. Like, seeing people like, yo, Bones, he's a legend. He's this. He killed this person. He did that. He could rap. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even expect, I guess because he's been away for so long, he forgot the respect that he has in this culture. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's an energy that makes you feel that way, number one. And K Walker is like I hashtag around a lot. Like K Walker's around. Like niggas know he's accessible. He's in that Philly group. You know what I'm saying? So he's always around killers. He takes his plates when they come. He does his thing when it's time. And now he'll go with a matchup with that man. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens. Philly, I shouldn't say just Philly. PA is deep on this fucking card. You got Ness.
You think?
Yeah, like, it's gonna be a lot of that PA Philly type cheerleading shit. I think. Yeah. You got Ness, you got Reed, you got Walker, you got Raw. I don't know if that's it, but it's wild. It's called wild.
I'm glad to see my guy Mr. Mills back on this card. I was rocking Mr. Mills. When he battled JC, battled Big Cannon. Those are my favorite battles on your channel, sir. Good to see Mr. Mills.
Mr. Mills, is it our second? Yeah, Mr. Mills is considered a brick, like for real, for real. Like Mr. Mills came in, I think, on our second card versus Oops. And a lot of people don't know or don't remember. First of all, it wasn't a high view battle. But to call a spade, Mills beat the shit out of Oops. You know what I'm saying? But to that point I was just making, we had Oops.
Right.
We had Mills too. Mills beat the shit out of Oops. And Mills ended up, I think, coming back on the card after that with Big Cannon, because that's a battle that he wanted. And they had a classic. That's one of Shot's favorite RBE battles ever, Mr. Mills versus Big Cannon. But Oops came back and got already.
Right.
Even though he had just got his ass kicked by Mr. Mills.
Right.
Because I had Oops. I was just like, no, I got you. So good. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Mills is a brick.
It's my guy.
And he's got so much work over here. I forget if his last battle over here was the on-site Dre Dennis battle or the on-site B Magic battle. Matter of fact, he did the brick by brick card. Okay. Also, that might have been battle of the night on the brick by brick card. So Mr. Mills even got recent work over here. But you talking about somebody that I've been rocking with since day one. So like I said, there's intentional history built into this card. And I really feel like people like Mills, I had to have on this card.
But we talk about Philly guys, a lot of Midwest brothers on here too, ARP.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
The Midwest is deep on this card too. I seen Active put a comment on my shit. I think he's the only one from the West on the card. I think he's the only one.
Right.
The flights cost too much.
Bonnie and Robin, though, I like that too.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the way that battle came about. Obviously, we've been booking Bonnie forever. Bonnie's been battling on RBE since our first card. She battled Duchess. She battled Duchess on the first card.
Duchess.
That's how far back me and Bonnie go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And me and Bonnie knew each other even before our first card. Like, we were bumping into each other in the culture and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I go back with Bonnie, and I say that to say it's wild how important it is for people to always put their best foot forward anytime they perform it. And that's because here Bonnie is coming off of, she won the body of the night on our card that was last year, Lift His Soul Reloaded versus Street Hand. She won body of the night, right? But I didn't book her, or me and her wasn't in touch for bookings since then. And then I was watching 40 Cal shit. Shout out to my nigga 40. Shout out to Lucky running them WRGBs on the channel. The Who Really Got Bars virtual battles. I was watching Bonnie versus Posh Porter. Pardon for mispronouncing you, sweetie. Posh Porter. And I was watching the shit, and Bonnie was going to fuck off. I was just like, yo, how did I forget that fast? Because we got so many, in my shoes, you got so much shit going on in your head. So many matchups, so many battlers reach out to you. So many matchups that you know you got. I got this business to take care of. I got this person I got to book. I got this person I made a promise to. It's so much that fast. With her coming off a body of the night, I still almost forgot about my homie Bonnie. Like, yo, let me get her back ASAP. I seen that shit, and I hit her immediately. Like, yo, we got to figure something out. And on the Robin Rhymes side of things, the history there is like everybody has seen how much Robin Rhymes was around RBE.
Big time.
Unless you was walking around with a fucking blindfold.
Can I say she's the first lady of RBE? Can I say that? Was she the first lady of RBE?
She had that all over her social media for a while, and nobody from RBE challenged her. I'll just say that. Nobody from RBE said take it down. You know what I'm saying? And so, yo, the way that Robin Rhymes and RBE started to work together initially was just like you asked me and I answered about Wings. It was really through Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Like Lawrence, you know, started booking her or working with her to host. You know, that's Texas shit. You know what I'm saying? Started working with her to host the 1SKs and whatnot. You know what I mean? And fast forward, she's always there. You know, she's holding it down. You know, she booked a battle or two, I think, or helped a matchup or two maybe. Working with Wings, you know what I'm saying? And all that type of, she's just been around so often, but she never battled on RBE. And I think she started to get, you know, a little bit of backlash from certain fans. It's like, you know, females will dish you for shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you just dead just to be eye candy or some shit like that. And, you know, you standing right next to ARP, why he never booked you? You must be whack. You must be this. You must be that. What you said?
That was the conversations in the Twitter streets.
Nah, I get it. That's gonna happen. That's just how people are. You know what I'm saying? But truth be told, there was even times where Robin and I had conversations, and it was just like, you know what? Like, if you do book that, they're gonna say that it was given. I was hand fed. It was. And there was sometimes where things that she didn't want. And then by the time we got to the ladies and gents card, and she was off of blue cocaine, she just wasn't interested at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, and blue cocaine went on to battle. I think it might have been Floss on that card, or Lady J, one or the other, because we have blue on 2 cards back to back. I think. Shout out to blue cocaine.
So, hold on, Blue,
I think she retired too.
didn't Blue and Yoshi battle on your card, right?
On a social distance.
Right.
On a social distance. Yoshi did a 1SK with us versus J2.
Yes.
That's a dope battle. That was a dope battle. One of the best 1SK matches ever. And then Yoshi did did she do 1 or 2? She definitely did the 1 social distance. But Blue went crazy in her first social distance. Like she did like some wild production where she was like in like a makeup room and all that type of shit. Change clothes. Like Blue did some all-out Hollywood production shit. And that was what was so wild about the social distance card, was you could lose to the visuals. It didn't have to be just about the bars. Like Yoshi, she understood the assignment, which was like, okay, yeah, you are in control of your content and your background, but this is still about rap, right? So she rapped. But Blue really, really used to her advantage the same way Street Hymns did.
Sharon?
You know, that whole like control your content. Right. And she went crazy with the production. So but not back to the card, like I was saying. So like I said, there's so much history in this card. So it was only right that yo, Robin, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? I think I offered Robin to Bonnie before, and Bonnie may have turned it down years ago, if I remember correctly. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I reached out to Bonnie, and that's why I reached out to Robin. And I just feel like that's gonna be a fucking cat fight. Cause I know Bonnie is disrespectful and aggressive. She could come on a card full of elite niggas and win body of the night. She just did that. You know what I'm saying? And Robin is Robin. Robin is scrappy as shit. You don't know what you're gonna get from her sometimes. So that's gonna be it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
Good to see Jim's back. Oh, good to see Jim's back on RBE.
I have no clue how Jim's got on the fucking card. I looked at the fucking flyer. I sent in the matchups that I booked for the flyer. When the flyer came back to me, Jim's was on it. When the flyer came back to me, Jim's was on it. And I was just like, and niggas was just like, nah, just, yo, give him a chance. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. Like, and I was just like, all right, man, let him rock.
What about Cicero? A Philly legend, Cicero?
Oh, there, you gonna let me slide like that with Jim? You gonna let me put that on his name?
I don't want to go there. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that, sir.
Nah.
Touching that.
Well, you want to know what? You want to know what? Because unfortunately, there's some fucking don't got it all up there people on the internet. Yeah. I'm fucking joking, people. I'm fucking joking, all right?
They're wrong with that like, shit. They're wrong with it. You know?
Yeah. There'll be a blog that'll say like, yo, Jim's wasn't supposed to be on the card. He snuck on the card. Oh, yo, shout out to my nigga Jim's. History is in the card once again.
Right.
It's an original RBE brick. I mean, put a lot of work in over here. Built his name up, was a part of the RBE build up. Right. I could go on and on. When you start asking me about the cannons and the show offs and the gyms I could go on and on. The Raws, I could go on and on.
Jay Murder.
You know what I'm saying? Murder. I could go on and on about these type of guys, man. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we already, you know, had some shit to chop about. You know what I mean? It was time that me and him got on the line, chopped it up about a couple things and shit like that. And it was just like we was back like we always was. Like that's my guy, man. Like Jim's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he was then, he is now. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good with us. On the battle rap side of things, you know, Jim's is probably one of the most headaches when it comes to matchmaking after he got his name. Right. Jim's what used to be real easy to work with, especially when he was just getting back-to-back name and top tier after top tier after top tier.
Those got goods.
Yeah, he got Verb, he got Cortez, he got Rich Dollars, he got
Yeah, yeah.
Goods, he got Serious Jones, then he goes over to Kick of the Dot, he gets DNA, he gets Sharon, he gets Math. You know what I'm saying? And God forbid you call him now and you be like, yo, this dude is, nah, man, you better get Lux out here, man. You know, so some of the more recent years with me and Jim's, definitely some disagreements on matchmaking.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that happens with people. I get on, there's certain people that I work with, and sometimes just the ideas don't line up. And, you know, you got to be careful not to take that shit personal. Because sometimes me and I'm saying,
Right. Right.
that's just how me and Jim's are. I mean, so this time around, I think our ideas was much easier to align because I think we both was concentrating on a different picture, which was like, yo, getting back rocking again. You know what I mean? But that's not to slight Cicero, because
Right.
Cicero is coming off of what I think people are saying is one of his best performances they've seen from him versus Rosenberg Raw on part one. So Cicero deserved to come back. So Cicero, I was going to target Cicero for this card no matter what. You know what I mean? And then when you got me trying to do the history and me and Jim's already needing to get back right, you know what I'm saying? It just became a matchup where it's just like, yo, what's up with this? Let's make this rock. You know what I mean? So we're going to see what's going to happen with that.
Why do I feel like Gwitty is going to be a RBE staple moving forward?
Because maybe because Gwitty just feels just a level of appreciation that maybe from what I'm seeing and from what he's saying, for whatever reason, maybe he just didn't feel that before. And when I say that, I definitely want to talk about, I don't know all his deals, all his interactions. I'm pretty sure he's got a serious brotherly type of relationship with like We Go Hard. Shout out to We Go Hard. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Gwitty coming to RBE, with RBE being what RBE is and what we are to the culture.
Right.
I think he felt that appreciation. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I respect him for his work. You know what I mean? It's wild because I speak to people. I was on the phone with Remedy Loco, and he was telling me about the first time he seen me at an event. And people speak about me sometimes like that as if I'm mythical. But I don't move like that. I don't respect people that act. If you read between the lines of what I'm saying,
I know
you know what I mean? And yeah, so for somebody like me to work with somebody like Gwitty, he's going to be treated as if he was here for years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think he appreciates that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also glad to see that Gwitty's even picking up a further fan base. I'm seeing some of these little mini viral video clips of him on Twitter and everything. People's like, yo, who's dude in the black jacket? Or who's dude in the blue hat?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That means that people don't know that that's Gwitty. Like he's battle rap. He's been here forever. We all know who Gwitty is, but he's still getting new fans on RBE now, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as long as he keeps his material solid, he continues to, you know, build a good rapport with RBE, you know, stay professional, you know, do the right thing by us. We do the right thing by you. That's just how it is.
Do you appreciate his adlibs?
Yeah, to a degree, yeah. I appreciate the side of it that is motivational and entertainment worthy.
Okay.
1000%. So the entertainment side of it is clear. Like we're not all gonna act like we don't watch battle raps for things other than the bars sometimes. There's a thing called a jazz face for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like that's for a reason. You know what I mean? Like you'll watch a battle sometimes and people will replay it. When people watch Big K versus Adi, well, my people that told me that they watched it 20 times and every time they watched it, all they did was watch person over here. Then let me watch ARP the whole battle. Let me watch Show Off the whole. Like people watch battles for entertainment purposes as well as the bars. So he definitely adds an entertainment value. If for nothing else, he's got people talking. You know, some people can't even get people to talk, whether good or bad.
Yeah.
You get in certain industries and they be like, yo, as long as they talking. And I'm not saying that that's what he feels, but I'm just saying he's still got people talking, period, which can be a plus depending on what he then does with the extra light that's on him. You know what I'm saying? So I like that part of it. And I also like the motivational factor. The motivational factor, I don't know if you could really pick up on unless either A, you're a battle rapper rapping with him there, or you're in the room. Like when you watch Reed Dollars versus Ill Will, like how many of Reed's bars did he turn and he rapped them to Gwitty?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He turns and he raps into Gwitty. My other example of that is Big K. I've been working with Big K since our second card in 2014. I know this man's tendencies.
Right.
Big K is an energy feeder. He's an energy feeder. You know what I'm saying? There was 30 people in that room. That's it. It was a private event with just the battlers, the entourage, RBE, and production crew and security. That's it for Volume 1.
Right.
That's all that was there. It's because people stopping them. It's because people's jumping in. It's because people's like, oh, and Gwitty was part of that. He made Big K turn up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I love the motivational piece that he brings, and I also love the entertainment piece that he brings. I do see the other side though, where fans is like, yo, some of it is a distraction. So I think once there's that perfect middle grounds,
right?
I think it's perfect. Once he finds, I don't want to say we, because I'm not using him like, yo, Gwitty, do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, right. You know, I want Gwitty to be Gwitty. Gwitty is who he is. I want him to be himself. I want everybody to be themselves. Be comfortable and be yourself when you come around here. But I think if Gwitty finds the middle where he's motivational, he's entertaining, he puts some spotlight on his own brand, but at the same time, you know, he doesn't have some of the fans saying that it's distracting. I think that middle ground is perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect. And it's welcome. It's welcome. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody over here mad at Gwitty. Okay. So shout out to Gwitty.
Shout out to Gwitty. Let me ask you a question on ARP. When people say ARP, you know, why does he build new talent, right? What do you say when you say you have the 1SKs, but we as a culture don't appreciate the fact that we're trying to bring in new talent? You know what I'm saying? You have a fight with that?
Well, some of it is star power driven. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess people don't think that you've been developed unless you become a superstar or a top tier. You know what I'm saying? So some of that is a mentality thing. You know what I'm saying? You also got the fact that I think developing gets misconstrued sometimes with being marketed or being pushed. Developed talent, right? When that narrative started years ago, which was kind of like a chess move towards other platforms booking talent. You know what I'm saying? Like developing talent at that time, it was like I did blogs back in like 2014, 2015, where I was just like, if you look at a battler and watch their style change, that's developing. So when I went back and I watched, you know, Chess or whoever or Show Up at Trap House, or this person at Spitters and Bloody Knuckle shit, or We Go Hard, you know what I'm saying? I seen somebody get booked card after card and develop and hone their craft. To me, that was being developed. Then it becomes different if, like, let's say, King of the Dot at that time, where URL grabs you and then they expose you to their big channel and this big viewership, right? Then you become like, oh, you're a URL person or you're a King of the Dot person because that's where you got this big viewership from. And then it's like they develop them. No, they expose them to their big market and their big viewership and their big stage and their big cards. You know what I'm saying? Developing talent is something different. I can look at a battler and say, if that person's talent continued to evolve on a stage, they was developed there. They was given the opportunity to hone their craft there.
Okay.
That's different than me saying, okay, like I just said with Gwitty, right? I just said people, you see it yourself. Yo, who's doing the blue hat? I mean, and the black jacket. That means they don't know his name. Right. I'm not going to turn around though and say that we developed him. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. But you could definitely develop a brand. You know what I'm saying? So when you turn around and you got a Jims or Oops or a Show Off or Adi Boom or JC or Mr. Mills or Big whoever, and these people's brands were marketed and built and developed on a given platform. That I think happens more so than talent development, to be honest. If you just pay attention to the definition I just gave. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it works both ways. You know, there's nothing stopping URL from saying, hey, we want to do Jims versus Tech 9. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we want to do King Los versus DNA now. You know what I'm saying? Like, King Los was never on URL before. You know what I'm saying? Like that happens a million times. Like sometimes people have great performances. You are talking about certain battlers where certain league owners all of a sudden are liking their stuff, right? Where'd they come in at? Didn't you have a recent interview talking about that?
Yes, I did.
You know what I'm saying?
That is.
Okay, so it goes like that. Like you know, you could see Sharon bang out crazy on King of the Dot for years, and then go under a URL contract, right?
Right.
You could see Pat Stay bang out on Grind Time or King of the Dot for years, and then what people say, I don't say this, when people say come into the urban market and battle Averb on RBE, and then battle Danny Myers on RBE, and then end up in it with a URL contract. So it goes all these different directions. You know what I'm saying? Like every league pulls talent and works with certain people. The only thing to me that really is required is making sure that you bring your own ideas to it, your own spin to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody may take Averb and be like, this is what we doing. I take Averb and say, I'm doing Mook with him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might take Oops and be like, yo, we want you to battle this up and come or get in this tournament to develop a surviving thing or whatever. And I'd be like, no, I'm giving him Daylight, and I'm giving Jim Sirius Jones and Daylight and O'Red and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's what you do and how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people just gotta just pay attention to a good job is a good job. Period. Don't let marketing and smoke and mirrors and BS deter you or make you choose sides. Because behind the scenes, you know, we could really discuss what's real and not just shatter all of those narratives if I really wanted to anyway. But I don't have to, because if people pay attention, they already know what's what.
Okay.
So don't jump into the whole development shit when it's clear cut. This way the way this culture runs. It's like it's clear right there for everybody to see.
Well, the reason I'm saying that, when brothers like Luke Kane and Steve Staples, right, when these brothers are on the RB stage, and I gotta take some blame for this also as a blogger. Maybe us as bloggers, also as so-called battle rap media, should start blogging on these brothers on their battles more often.
Well, but here's the problem. In every lane of battle rap, business at some point takes over. It's good and it's bad. I mean, everybody wants to be successful. We're all here to be successful. And nobody's going to ignore the power of a dollar, including myself. I ain't going to lie. You know what I'm saying? You could have the most humblest blogger in the world. I didn't have so many bloggers that came in talking to me like, yo, this and that. And wow, appreciate your support. And you let me use your footage and all that type of shit. And you get to a certain level, and I could watch how people change a little bit. They meet certain people, they get brought into certain folds, they get into certain acceptance circles, they get a certain type of subscription and viewership, and they change. And then you also got people that just become, the dollar is all it's about. Same thing happens sometimes with media. When I see, you know, certain videos that go up, and I'll be like, that's not really craft, that's not really media. That's 30 seconds of some clip that's grabbed over here and thrown with a wild ass title to try to make, you know, $100 off of at the end of the month. And I'm not knocking it, because I understand the power of a dollar. You know what I'm saying? I do get it. But that's why you're not going to get, you know, media or bloggers consistently blogging on people that's only going to get them 500 views. You know what I'm saying? I try to balance it. I try to balance it. I have to be business conscious, because all of these people are coming to me and asking for a bag.
Right.
But I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. You don't think that I know that half the people on this card, maybe I could do more views than with a blog? With a free blog, I could just cut a camera on and do a free blog for myself and possibly do more views than you. You think I don't know that?
Of course.
Okay, yet you might still get a flight and a hotel out of us. You might think that that's ass backwards, but like I say, RBE has to, and people like me, I gotta find a way to balance where I could show love, but at the same time, protect RBE, keep it business, but also keep it a certain way, the way I work with people. It's how you go about it. So if we turn around and we start seeing a lot of bloggers that have significant subscriptions jumping into, you know, a bunch of type of recaps that'll get them only 1,000 views, I'd be shocked, because at some point business takes over a little bit more, and I can't knock it because people want to earn their money.
I saw two names that people were asking that. I mean, damn, y'all asking me about these battlers. ARP is giving us 17 battlers, 34 battlers, but J400's name and O'Red's name was brought up a lot.
Yeah.
Any reason Maybe they didn't make the card this time, or.
So I'm gonna answer about J400 specifically, and then I'm gonna make a general point why I hate seeing that after we put this flyer out like what, a day and a half ago or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So J400, if I remember me and his conversation correctly, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we're targeting volume 3. I think it was like a timing thing for us.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So me and him was already talking. He got a WRGB battle that he's about to do a 40 as well. Matter of fact. But I think the timing of his writing and his prep, I think we was like, yo, let's just target volume 3, because truth be told, we kind of are trying to do these monthly. Don't hold me to that. But approximately every month or so, we kind of are looking at maybe throwing a straight tour card out there. Okay. Don't hold me to that. We got some stuff going on behind the scenes that I can't even talk about yet, but don't hold me to that. But I've been telling people that, you know, it's very likely that we'll be doing another one in May. Okay. And me and J400 was talking about that. Now, let me answer in general. I hate the fact that people is just like, yo, if you got 17 battles, how come this person don't get a plate? As if there's only 34 battlers in the culture. So you can find a way to say that no matter what. Right. That even though there's 34 battlers on this motherfucker, I fuck with 1,000 battlers. Right. So the other fucking, you know what I'm saying, 970 or 60 whatever plus battlers could say the same thing. The fuck you want me to do? Like, I can't do everything at once, and I get that in some form every card. And people don't understand that you can't. When's this? When's that? I get so many different types of questions. When's this? Where's this person? How come you don't book? I even get DMs of matchups, and I respect it. I appreciate it, because people look at RPE like you can make something happen. So they DM us all the time. But sometimes we get shit that's just not realistic. Like, we're not magicians. Right. And this shit ain't easy. I know the leagues go out of their way to make this shit look easy. But it's not. But it's not for nobody. It's not. There's not a single league owner that has an easy job. I don't give a fuck how much they glamorize that shit up when the cameras is on. There's no league owner in the world that has an easy job. So Jesus Christ, like, we give y'all, we'll drop straight to it with 17 battles, and somebody will find a way to be like, yo, why the 18th battle ain't there? It's like no matter what, there's always that person that's gonna be like, find something, you know what I'm saying, to be on. Like, it just is what it is.
Let me ask you one last question. Is there no more pay-per-view? Are you done with that?
No, fuck no. Paper.
My bad. I ain't trying to start somebody up. My bad. Don't start that rumor. I ain't trying to somebody up.
Don't start that rumor.
My bad.
Don't start that rumor.
Nah.
Don't start that rumor, 3. Pay-per-view remains one of the biggest revenue income streams for battle rap. It still is. So no, like, if we turn around and announce Max Out 3, it's gonna be a pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? If I do Lift It Soul Reloaded Part 2, it's gonna be a pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view, I got
like, if I book Big King versus Charlie Clips as a main event and they charge me what they charge me, I gotta put a pay-per-view behind that shit.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So this card right here, you know, just because we are going straight to YouTube, you know, people, please don't get overspoiled. It's not easy to do this. Whether people are getting paid 10,000 or 1,000. Right. You take 34 battlers and add up 2 hotel nights per and flights per and people asking for bags. It's very easy for this fucking card to turn out to be 50 grand. You know, it's very easy to for a card like this. So please don't get overspoiled. If anything, please, y'all appreciate it. Support it. Run the views up on all these battles. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time to do a pay-per-view, because the business works out that way and the matchups work out that way, we'll come back with a pay-per-view. Okay. But I understand that people see any shift and they think that's what it is. And RBE wants, I've been saying this forever, regardless of whether it's the type of cards we're booking, the type of venues that we're using, we must maintain flexibility. If I come back with a brick-by-brick card with all up-and-comers, please support it. If I come back with a mega event, please support it. If I come back with an event that only goes straight to YouTube, please support it. If I come back and I say, yo, we just signed this deal, it's about, no, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Support us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Support us, but don't hold us to any one thing. We must stay flexible and continue to maneuver around the culture.
Do you miss Club Drum?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I miss the history of it. I miss the history of it, and I also miss our fellow New York and surrounding TriState Vibe that was a part of the building of Very Big Entertainment's Vibe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I miss that. And shout out to all of our New York and Tri-State and all that supporters, because they hit me up every time we drop a card when you come back to New York, all that. Shout out to all of our supporters, you know what I'm saying? So I miss the history feel of Drum, and I miss that element of that vibe that we all created in that area. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to atmosphere can be created anywhere. Battle rap is almost like, no pun intended, it's like a circus, like it's a show that can go on the road. It can go to any state now.
Right.
Now that you got live pay-per-view and live streaming, and especially even with small rooms, remember when before there was live pay-per-view, you know, it was all the money came from the door. I come from that era too.
Yeah.
Where I would make my money at the door, it was a wrap. I come from that era before pay-per-view took off, before there was pay-per-view like that. You know what I'm saying? But now with pay-per-view, and this is why you see cards sometimes that got 2 people in the room or 3 people, a host and 2 battlers. You know what I'm saying? So a vibe or a production studio or a venue layout could be produced anywhere. That's why when I get hit up so many times, like, yo, you got to come to this state, you got to come to that state. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just got to make sense, because the way that this business is, we're able to, you know, put on still a good show and a good event, you know, from almost anywhere where the business lines up the right way. So,
are you shocked the numbers that Hitman, Holler, and Cassidy did on a face-off?
No, it's the best face-off ever.
But you're not shocked.
You asked me about numbers.
Right.
So you have Cassidy, who has come into battle rap multiple times and showed that he was either the or one of the most impactful or most viewed people every time he stepped in. You have Hitman Holler. You could argue he might have the most numbers at one URL per average per battle. So I forget, he's got some stats over there that he does that LeBron shit with. Like, I'm the guy that has this, you know what I'm saying, black and white numbers. You know what I mean? So that's Hitman. And then you got his TV following. You got Cassidy, he put out fucking albums. You got these 2 followings. And then they have a fucking face-off where niggas is talking about, I'm gonna air this bitch out and my niggas might lay you down in here, stop standing up and all this type of shit. And then me, whatever I said when people could laugh at or whatever, you put that video out. Why would it fucking do 3-4 million views?
Right.
Of course I'm not shocked at that.
Right.
It was so wild and so authentic. If you remember, that dropped on, I think, 15 Minutes of Fame. Before we put the full version on our channel, there's the dude from 15 Minutes of Fame that works with Uncle Rob from time to time. He was just shooting in the cut when it was over. And you see me talking to Holler after Cassidy had left, like, yo, we might not drop this. And Holler was mad at me for it. So he's like, no, why we can't drop it? Why we can't drop it? I was like, yo, let me just talk to the guy. He's like, why? He's the one that, why you got to talk to him? And I was just like, it's not about choosing sides. It's about just make sure both people want it out, blah, blah, blah. Because the situation was real. It was authentic. So my mind didn't even go to promotion. My mind was just on someone like, yo, that ain't for the world then. Fuck it. What just happened, what I just felt, I didn't even see it at that point. What I just felt, it don't feel like it's for camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went, grabbed the bag. Cassidy was ready to hold himself down, him and his people. Like, in my mind, I was just like, this ain't for camera. This was still like, no, fuck you, drop that shit. And we still working. All right, cool, we put it out. Of course that shit was going to be in every barbershop.
How did you feel walking after Verb and Mook battle? How did you feel right after that battle? What was going through what kind of emotions did you have after that battle?
I told you so. I told you so type shit. Happy of the success and completing the work, because it's a heavy weight. It's our biggest card ever, our biggest battle ever, our biggest budget ever, the most money we've ever invested ever in battle rap. a whole lot of controversy. Says this person deserved this, should that person be here? Is this that? Is that this? Why isn't this going? Why is you putting it in drum? This and that. And how much is the tickets? And is this sold out? And all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And the way we even formulated the event and put the battle even in the middle of the card and shit like that. And shout out to my nigga Big T. He was mad at me because he felt like he got the bad end of the stick of that because he ended up going last on like an 8-battle card, following the energy of like a King Rose versus Head Ice and a Mook versus A. You know what I'm saying? I always fucked the Big T behind that. Like, I feel you, you know what I'm saying? But we was taking votes in the building. I was on the microphone asking the fans what battle you want to see next. Right. And they was voting, T. They was voting, T. Shout out to my nigga Big T. But nah, when it was over, it was one of those I told you so moments. Because that's our culture. Our culture can be very supportive, but our culture can also tear at shit like this, like just tear it down. Sometimes we don't give things a chance. Sometimes we tear at things. You got bloggers sometimes or other platforms at times that'll try to bring down your card or try to block your battles or stop your events, all types of shit. You got to go through. Remember, we lost like 3 battles on that card. You know what I'm saying? Like for bullshit reasons, right? So it was a lot to go through. You know what I mean? Yeah, you had dates being changed around our event. You know what I'm saying? Different cards being created around our event. All of a sudden, things shipping up and shaping out around us. All types of shit.
You get pissed off when stuff like that happens. How do you manage that behind the scenes, though? If I'm asking.
I've gotten thicker and thicker skin over the years. It's like what's being created is somebody or some people or a brand or a company that's just like you plan for it, you expect it. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. Like you almost get you. And unfortunately, our culture is like that. But, you know, we allow this shit as a collective, you know what I'm saying, from a support standpoint. So, you know, you kind of get, there's a lot of times you're pissed off. Like you get some of these phone calls where people literally tell me like, yo, this person just offered me this. I can't. We're on the contract. Give a fuck if he said literally, I'll pay you triple not to do that battle. I don't care. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally got those calls before, or got those text messages before, like literally. You know what I'm saying? So of course it's behind the scenes. There was times where I got pissed off, or especially me coming in the way that I came in. Let me remind people, I came in with a business background. And when I say business background, I'm talking about somebody that really had entrepreneurial business behind him. I had already opened up salons and shit before battle rap. Like where I walk into establishments and he built this place, he's the owner, he's the boss. You know what I'm saying? Like I came in like that. My very first card ever, New Year order, was the first weekend in January and it snowed. Yeah, battle rappers that had to fucking shovel their cars out to get to the event. There was like 40, 50 people at Club Drum for our very first event. Averb walked into, I told the story plenty of times. Averb walks in, he looks around. He sees the spotty crowd and he asked me like, yo, am I still rapping? And I didn't know what he meant at first. So what you mean? He's looking around. He's just like, because remember, like I just told you, everything is dependent on the door back then.
Right.
So he was like, in his mind, he's like, don't have me get on the stage and rap. And because the turnout is like this, I don't get my money. But I didn't even understand where he was coming from because we had a contracted agreement already. So everything that's in my contract that you're supposed to do, you either did or you will then complete once you rap. So I'm not in a position to not pay you, regardless of what happens in this crowd. You know what I'm saying? That's how I came in. I came in like, nah, like we're about to take this loss as entrepreneurs because every business starts out taking losses. And our first event, like boom, boom, like we're taking losses. Right. But business is business. The same excuses that I get as a league owner, I've never given to a battle rap. I've never told a battle rapper my house burned down. I never told I ain't gonna go down the list, but I never told a battle rapper the shit that they tell me over the years. That's not my background. You know what I'm saying? So I deserve to get frustrated because I've always held up my side of the bar. I ain't rob or steal or cancel on nobody. So I deserve to be able to get frustrated over the years as I was experiencing this shit and being like, niggas don't honor contracts. Niggas break their agreement, but fuck business and battle rap. Like, I'm talking to a man, right? Like, you don't got two balls between your fucking legs? You breaking your fucking word? Y'all niggas is some other type bitch niggas.
Listen.
Everybody running around calling themselves a real nigga. I was like, damn, like I was the fucking the business professional Harvard well-spoken guy. Like, why? How am I the realest? I'm not supposed to be the realest because I was all the real niggas. Like,
last question, LP. I see Rex and 40 Cal. Is that something you're working on behind the scenes? Can you talk about that or not?
Who? You said Rex and 40 Cal? I heard about that. It could be possible.
Okay.
I heard about that. It could be possible. You know, Straight to a Volume 3 will be right around the corner. It could be possible. You know what I'm saying? If the fans want to see it, if Rex wants to do it, if 40 Cal wants to do it, it could be possible. And then, of course, obviously, the business got to line up based on what type of card we will put it on. But it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Possible. Shout out to Rex. Shout out to my nigga 40 and the Who Really Got Bars virtual series and all that. Mondays on the RB channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
LP, man, I appreciate you thing as usual, man. You always been good to me.
My guy, you know when I get on here, man, I gotta give you good content, man.
I know that.
or do my best.
Man, no, I take that, King. LP, love though, brother. Appreciate
Yo,
you.